Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Good morning or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today we are just going over the first day of the Crystal Rogers trial. Hawk, Brooks Hawk and Joseph Lawson are on trial. This one is just for Brooks Hawk, so we're gonna focus from here on out on him. What you're watching in the background is the Brooks Hawk interrogation. One of these days, I'm gonna do a live stream on it so we can watch together while we are covering the highlights of this case. This case is not being live streamed anywhere, so the only things that we have is from people that are actually in court in Kentucky. So day one focused first on opening statements from the prosecution and the defense. So the prosecutors claimed that the plot to kill Crystal Rogers involved not only Brooks Hawk and Joseph Lawson, but also his mother, Rosemary, and his brother, Nick Hawk. So the opening statements around all of this saying that this was an organized family effort, not just two individuals acting alone. Then, after the opening statements, there was emotional testimonies from the Crystal's daughter. So Kylie Fenwick, Crystal teenage daughter at the moment, she never reached her mom on July 3rd, 2015. She remembered that the house being dark and silent, and Brooke's response was that Crystal was out with Sabrina. So Fenwick's testimony was emotionally charged, as you can imagine. The defense chose not to cross-examine her, which was a good part from them because, it could be a lot worse. So the prosecution then went over the timeline and the evidence. So they outline a timeline starting with a late night phone call at 12:07 a.m., followed by Rosemary scripting the plan and Stephen Lawson moving Crystal's car. Surveillance was showed that the car was abandoned on Bluegrass Parkway, and there were several challenges. The defense argued that the case is driven by media pressure and bias, especially from the Team Crystal advocacy group. They asserted that there is no body, no murder weapon, and no direct DNA evidence tying Brooks or Joseph to Crystal's disappearance. They also rebutted allegations about tinted windows, claiming the tint was for their child's eye condition. So, in why does this the day matters? In a way, this session revealed deep family involvement, emotional testimony, and a very carefully constructed timeline from the prosecution. From the defense is pushing back by painting the investigation as flawed and influenced by outside forces, aka the media. With no body or weapon yet produced, the case relies heavily on circumstantial and testimonial evidence. So we'll see what happens tomorrow for day two, or today for day two.